Hello everybody. Welcome back to ABC General Hospital Spoilers channel. Today we will dive deep into the tangled web of deceit, betrayal, and high-stakes drama surrounding Drew King Quartermain as he faces a sinister plot orchestrated by Curtis Ashford and Portia Robinson. In this explosive storyline, reputations are at stake, careers hang in the balance, and the specter of arrest looms large over Portia as her dark secrets threaten to unravel. With new layers of intrigue, unexpected alliances, and shocking revelations, let's explore how Drew might turn the tables on his enemies, the potential fallout for Portia, and the intricate game of chess being played in Port Charles. Buckle up for a detailed journey through the latest twists and turns in this gripping saga. Drew's battle for survival, a preemptive strike. Drew King Quartermain finds himself backed into a corner as he uncovers a vicious scheme designed to tarnish his name and dismantle his career. Curtis Ashford, fueled by a personal vendetta, has been conspiring with his wife Portia Robinson to humiliate Drew with fabricated lies that could end his political aspiration. The plan, as Drew has learned, involves a calculated smear campaign centered around a staged scandal with a woman named Jacinda, who was allegedly hired to frame Drew for illicit behavior involving ketamine during a night of supposed debauchery. This fabricated tale, if unleashed to the media, could paint Drew as a reckless and immoral figure, and fit for public office or trust. But Drew isn't one to sit idly by while his enemies sharpen their knives. With whispers of the plot reaching his ears through an unexpected source, Drew is now poised to strike first in a bid to protect himself. Could he dig deeper into Portia's involvement, uncovering damning evidence of her role in orchestrating this mess? Perhaps Drew will enlist the help of a private investigator of his own to trace the origins of the ketamine and expose the true culprits behind the scandal. His political savvy and ruthless determination suggest he won't hesitate to play dirty if it means saving his own skin. The question remains, will Drew's counterattack crush Curtis and Portia before they can launch their assault, or will it ignite an even larger war in Port Charles? Portia's peril is arrest on the horizon. At the heart of this brewing storm is Portia Robinson, whose involvement in the scandal could lead to catastrophic consequences. Rumors swirl that Portia not only hired Jacinda to orchestrate the compromising situation, but also supplied the ketamine that fueled the night in question, a night that was conveniently captured on video to maximize the damage to Drew's reputation. If these allegations are proven true, Portia could face serious legal repercussions, including charges related to drug distribution and conspiracy. The walls are closing in, and the once respected doctor may find herself trading her white coat for handcuffs. Adding to the tension is the possibility that Drew, in his desperation to clear his name, might expose Portia's crimes to law enforcement as a way to shift the narrative. With evidence potentially pointing to her as the mastermind behind the drug-fueled setup, Portia's arrest could be imminent. Imagine the shockwaves this would send through General Hospital, her colleagues, patients, and family left reeling as her double life comes to light. Could Portia's downfall also drag others into the legal crosshairs, or will she find a way to wriggle out of this tightening noose through a clever defense or a desperate plea for mercy? Curtis and Michael's long game, a dangerous alliance. Behind the scenes, Curtis Ashford is not acting alone. He has a powerful ally in Michael Corinthos, who has thrown his weight behind the plan to destroy Drew. Together, they are playing a long and calculated game, manipulating public perception to their advantage. Michael has even urged Curtis to feign compliance with Drew's demands, including running a negative piece in the media about a controversial custody verdict involving Drew. This strategic move is designed to lull Drew into a false sense of security while they gather the ammunition needed for their final blow. Their scheme hinges on locating Jacinda, the key witness who could spin the false narrative they've crafted. Curtis has enlisted the help of private investigator Felicia Scorpio, who is hot on Jacinda's trail, reportedly closing in on her location in Sydney, Australia. If they succeed in bringing Jacinda back to Port Charles with a fabricated story accusing Drew of recreational drug use and wild partying while his girlfriend Willow Tate was away, the fallout could be devastating. The local tabloids would have a field day, and even if Curtis hesitates to publish through Aura Media, he might leak the story through other channels to ensure maximum damage. But with so many players in this game, can Curtis and Michael truly control the narrative, or will their carefully laid plans backfire in spectacular fashion? A critical leak, Hightailor's betrayal. In a stunning twist, Curtis and Portia's meticulously planned scheme may already be doomed, thanks to an overheard conversation that has tipped the scales in Drew's favor. Kai Taylor, a seemingly minor player in this drama, stumbled upon the couple discussing their plot to ruin Drew with lies. Unbeknownst to them, Kai's loyalty to Drew forged through unexpected kindness and mentorship compelled him to warn Drew of the impending danger. This act of loyalty has given Drew a crucial edge, arming him with the knowledge he needs to prepare for the storm ahead. Kai's revelation is a double-edged sword. While it has undoubtedly saved Drew from being blindsided, it has also placed Kai in a precarious position. Should Curtis and Portia discover his betrayal, he could become a target of their wrath. Moreover, Drew's complex nature, often ruthless yet surprisingly compassionate toward Kai, adds depth to this dynamic. Despite his darker tendencies, Drew has shown a softer side to those he trusts, and Kai's decision to protect him speaks volumes about the bond they've formed. Will Drew now use this information to dismantle his enemies, or will he seek to shield Kai from the inevitable fallout of this dangerous game? Drew's dilemma, a tangled web of relationships. As Drew grapples with how to counter Curtis and Portia's scheme, he faces an additional complication in the form of Nina Reeves, a close friend of Curtis and a co-conspirator with Portia in the ketamine scandal. Nina's involvement adds a personal layer to the conflict, as she is not only Drew's former romantic partner but also soon to be his mother-in-law through his relationship with Willow Tate. If Drew moves to expose Portia, Nina's role could come under scrutiny, creating a ripple effect that threatens to destroy multiple relationships. To navigate this minefield, Drew may resort to leveraging Nina's fears of losing Willow's trust. By threatening to reveal the full extent of Nina's involvement to Willow, knowing it would devastate their already fragile mother-daughter bond, Drew could force Nina to betray Portia and align with him instead. Imagine the tension as Nina wrestles with this impossible choice: protect her friend and risk alienating her daughter forever, or throw Portia under the bus to salvage her family ties. Drew's potential manipulation of Nina could be the key to isolating Portia as the sole target of blame, leaving Nina's reputation intact while ensuring Portia faces the consequences alone. The return of Jacinda, a game-changing twist. The imminent return of Jacinda to Port Charles could be the turning point in this explosive storyline. Curtis and Portia believe they have her in their pocket, ready to peddle their fabricated story and seal Drew's fate. However, with Drew now aware of their plan and potentially working with Nina to outmaneuver them, Jacinda's testimony could take an unexpected turn. If Drew manages to outbid Curtis, offering Jacinda a larger sum to shift the blame entirely onto Portia, tables could turn dramatically. Picture the scene: Curtis and Portia, confident in their impending victory, watch in horror as Jacinda steps forward, accusing Portia of not only hiring her but also supplying the ketamine that fueled the scandalous night. This bombshell would absolve Drew of any wrongdoing while leaving Nina's involvement conveniently buried. The fallout would be catastrophic for Portia, potentially leading to her arrest and public disgrace, while Curtis is left scrambling to salvage his crumbling plan. Will Jacinda's return spell doom for Portia, or will an unforeseen twist throw everyone's strategies into chaos once again? The bigger picture: power and consequences in Port Charles. As this intricate plot unfolds, the stakes in Port Charles have never been higher. Drew's fight for survival is more than a personal battle, it's a testament to the cutthroat nature of power and influence in this tight-knit community. Every move, every alliance, and every betrayal carries the weight of life-altering consequences. Will Drew emerge as the ultimate victor, using his cunning to outsmart his adversaries, or will Curtis and Portia's gambit succeed in toppling him from his pedestal? Beyond the immediate players, the ripple effects of this scandal could reshape relationships and power dynamics across the town. General Hospital itself may face scrutiny for employing someone involved in such a sordid affair, while families like the Quartermains and the Corinthos clan brace for the collateral damage. And what of Willow Tate, caught in the crossfire of her loved one's deceit? Her reaction to the truth whenever it surfaced could redefine her future with Drew and her mother, Nina. Next, we will delve into the chaotic and heart-pounding world of Sonny Corinthos as he battles to escape his mobster past in Port Charles, only to be dragged back by relentless enemies and personal demons. In this extended exploration, we'll unpack the intense threats looming over Sonny, from a fierce legal adversary to a dangerous criminal foe, while adding fresh details and intriguing new angles to the unfolding drama. With family ties at risk, shocking vendettas brewing, and the dream of a peaceful life slipping further away. Let's dive into the latest twists surrounding our favorite dimpled Kingpin and what they mean for his future. Sonny's shattered dream, a mobster's quest for freedom. Sonny Corinthos, the iconic mob boss of Port Charles, has spent decades navigating a world of danger, power, and betrayal. After a life-altering heart procedure that left him physically renewed, played with captivating depth by Maurice Benard, Sonny dared to envision a future free from the shadows of organized crime. Picture this quieter life, perhaps running a legitimate business or spending serene days with his children and grandchildren, unburdened by the weight of his notorious reputation. Yet, as fans of General Hospital know, peace is a luxury rarely afforded to a man like Sonny. The streets of Port Charles, steeped in his legacy, seem determined to clutch him in their unforgiving grip, refusing to let go no matter how much his heart both literal and metaphorical yearns for escape. This renewed desire for redemption isn't just a fleeting wish, it's a profound shift for Sonny, sparked by a brush with mortality that forced him to reevaluate his choices. But as he stands at this crossroads, two formidable forces emerge from the darkness, threatening to shatter his aspiration before they can even take root. Will Sonny's dream of liberation crumble under the pressure, or can he muster the strength to rewrite his story against all odds? The journey ahead promises to test his resolve like never before, blending his storied past with an uncertain future. Justine Turner, a legal nemesis with hidden motives. Enter acting District Attorney Justine Turner, a character brought to life with searing intensity by not seeing contractor since her debut in November 2024. Justine isn't just another prosecutor looking to climb the career ladder. She's a woman on a crusade, hell-bent on ensuring Sonny Corinthos pays for his decades of alleged crimes. Her pursuit of justice, or perhaps vengeance, burns with a ferocity that feels deeply personal, leaving fans buzzing with questions about her true motivations. Is she driven by a pure desire to clean up Port Charles, or does a buried secret from Sonny's past fuel her relentless campaign to see him behind bars? Adding a layer of intrigue, whispers around town suggest Justine may have ties to a long-forgotten enemy of Sonny's, perhaps a family member wronged by his actions in the underworld. Imagine the drama of her vendetta stems from a sibling or parent lost to Sonny's violent hysteria, revelation that could turn their courtroom clashes into an emotional battlefield. Her steely determination mirrors that of the late John Cates, whose obsession with bringing Sonny down ultimately led to his own demise. If Justine is treading a similar path, she may need to heed the warnings of history, lest her fixation consume her. For now, her legal assaults keep Sonny on edge, forcing him to watch every step as she builds a case that could lock him away for good. Will her pursuit yield the justice she seeks, or is she underestimating the cunning of Port Charles' most infamous mobster? Jen Sidwell, a lethal threat with no boundaries. While Justine Turner attacks Sonny from the legal front, a far more immediate and sinister danger emerges in the form of Jen Sidwell, a ruthless criminal with a chilling disregard for limits. Sidwell isn't content with mere business disputes or rejected deals. His animosity towards Sonny has escalated to terrifying heights. From attempted murder to menacing surveillance, Sidwell's actions paint a portrait of a man willing to cross any line to destroy his rival. In a chilling moment from the June 26, 2025 episode, viewers learned of Sidwell's fixation on Sonny's family, as he was spotted poring over photographs of Sonny's grandson Joe and one of his daughters, hinting at a horrifying intent to strike where it hurts most. This isn't just a turf war, it's a personal assault on everything Sonny holds dear. In a desperate bid to safeguard his loved ones, Sonny issued a stark warning to Mayor Laura Collins about the violence barreling toward Port Charles. A rare moment of vulnerability for a man accustomed to being the predator, not the prey. Could Sidwell's obsession lead to a kidnapping plot targeting Joe, forcing Sonny to unleash his full fury to protect his family? The streets are tense, with every shadow hiding a potential threat, as Sidwell's presence looms like a storm cloud ready to unleash chaos. Can Sonny neutralize this enemy before tragedy strikes, or will Sidwell's ruthless tactics exploit vulnerabilities even the mighty Corinthos can't shield? The million-dollar question: can Sonny break free? At the core of this gripping storyline lies a poignant question: can Sonny Corinthos ever truly leave the mob life behind? With his heart mended and a newfound clarity about his mortality, Sonny's desire to step away from the underworld feels more genuine than ever. He dreams of a life unmarred by violence, where his children and grandchildren know him not as a kingpin, but as a devoted family man. Yet, the dual threats of Justine Turner's legal onslaught and Jen Sidwell's physical menace cast a dark shadow over this vision, suggesting that escape may be an impossible fantasy. Beyond these external enemies, Sonny's internal struggles add another layer of complexity. The ghosts of his past decades of blood, betrayals, and broken trust haunt him, whispering that redemption might be out of reach for a man with so much history. Add to this the murky situation with Natalia, whose unresolved ties to Sonny could either be a lifeline or another chain binding him to his old ways, and the odds seem stacked against him. Perhaps a hidden ally from his past, someone who owes Sonny a life debt, could emerge to tip the scales, offering a chance to outmaneuver his adversaries. But for now, the path to freedom looks like a treacherous climb, with every step forward met by 2 steps back. Will Sonny's resolve hold firm, or will Port Charles ensure he remains its dark sovereign indefinitely? Fan theories and unexpected chemistry. The General Hospital fandom is ablaze with speculation, and the theories surrounding Sonny's predicament are as wild as they are captivating. Many viewers suspect Justine Turner harbors a secret connection to Sonny's past, possibly linked to a forgotten casualty of his mob wars. Could she be the daughter of a rival he eliminated years ago, now seeking retribution under the guise of justice? Others have picked up on a curious undercurrent of tension between Sonny and Justine during their heated confrontations, sparking playful shipping ideas of an unlikely romance blossoming amidst their animosity. Imagine the chaos if professional enmity turned to forbidden attraction, complicating an already volatile situation. Meanwhile, discussions about Sidwell's endgame run rampant, with some fans theorizing he might be working for a larger syndicate aiming to seize control of Port Charles, using Sonny's family as leverage to force his compliance. And let's not forget the Natalia angle. Could her ambiguous role hint at a double cross that either saves or dooms Sonny? Social media is alight with these ideas, each post and comment weaving a tapestry of anticipation for the next explosive reveal. What's clear is that Sonny's story continues to captivate, drawing viewers into a web of suspense where every theory feels plausible, and every episode promises a new shock. The broader impact on Port Charles. Sonny's battle isn't just personal, it reverberates through the fabric of Port Charles, threatening to upend the delicate balance of power and relationships. If Justine Turner succeeds in her mission, the legal ramifications could ripple outward, ensnaring other players in Sonny's orbit. Think loyal lieutenants or unsuspecting family members caught in the crossfire of her investigation. Similarly, Sidwell's penchant for violence endangers not just Sonny's inner circle but the entire community, as collateral damage from their feud could strike innocent bystanders or reignite old rivalries among other factions. Consider the emotional toll on Sonny's children, who must grapple with their father's legacy while fearing for their own safety. Joe, in particular, represents the next generation, a symbol of hope for Sonny, yet also a potential target in this vicious game. Mayor Laura Collins, already burdened by the town's woes, faces mounting pressure to maintain order as violence looms, possibly forcing her to make tough calls that alienate allies or risk public safety. And what of the Corinthos family's allies, like Jason Morgan, who might be drawn back into the fray to protect Sonny despite his own desire for a quieter life? Every decision Sonny makes or is forced into reshapes the landscape of Port Charles, proving that one man's fight for freedom is everyone's war. Looking ahead, a future fraught with peril. As Sonny Corinthos stands at the precipice of transformation or downfall, the road ahead is fraught with uncertainty. Will Justine Turner's crusade end with Sonny in chains, or will she uncover a truth about her own past that derails her mission? Can Sonny outwit Jen Sidwell's deadly schemes, protecting his family from a predator who knows no bounds, or will a heartbreaking loss force him deeper into the darkness he's trying to escape? And amidst it all, does the dream of leaving the mob life behind stand any chance of becoming reality, or is Sonny destined to remain Port Charles' embattled kingpin? Next, we will explore the intense custody battle brewing in Port Charles as Michael Corinthos takes drastic measures to protect his children, Wiley and Amelia Corinthos, from Drew Kane and their own mother, Willow Tate. In this expanded and reimagined article, we'll delve into the emotional stakes, legal maneuverings, and surprising alliances that could shape the future of this fractured family. With new details and creative twists added to every facet of this gripping storyline, let's uncover how far Michael is willing to go to safeguard his kids. the potential sacrifices of those around him, and the complex dynamics at play in this heart-wrenching drama. Michael's fierce determination, shielding Wiley and Amelia. Michael Corinthos has always been a devoted father, but recent events in Port Charles have pushed his protective instincts into overdrive. With Willow Tate, the mother of his children Wiley and Amelia, set on marrying Drew Kane, a man Michael deeply distrusts faces a harrowing dilemma. Michael views Drew as a dangerous influence, someone whose past entanglements and questionable decisions could jeopardize the safety and well-being of his young children. Determined to keep Wiley and Amelia out of Drew's orbit, Michael has drawn a hard line, issuing a stark warning to Willow: if she proceeds with the marriage, she risks losing all contact with her kids. This isn't just a fleeting threat. It's a declaration of war in a custody battle that promises to shake the Corinthos family to its core. Michael's resolve is fueled by a mix of genuine concern and lingering resentment from past betrayals, painting a picture of a father ready to fight with every resource at his disposal. Could he enlist the help of a top-tier family law attorney from outside Port Charles to build an ironclad case against Willow, or will he rely on more personal tactics to secure his victory? The stakes couldn't be higher as Michael braces for a showdown, knowing that the outcome will determine the future of his children's lives. A shocking proposal, marrying Sasha for custody. In a bold and unexpected move, Michael may turn to an old flame, Sasha Corbin, with a proposal that could change everything. Desperate to maintain full custody of Wiley and Amelia, Michael might suggest a marriage of convenience to Sasha, presenting it as a strategic alliance to bolster his position in the eyes of the court. He could argue that having a stable, nurturing mother figure in the children's lives would make his home environment appear more favorable, especially when pitted against Willow and Drew's burgeoning relationship. This calculated plan would not only counter Willow's own marriage to Drew, partly motivated by her desire to regain custody, but also create a united front that a judge might be reluctant to disrupt. The conversation between Michael and Sasha could unfold with raw emotion, as he pleads his case, emphasizing the urgency of keeping Drew at bay. Picture Michael sitting across from Sasha in a quiet corner of the Metro Court, his voice heavy with desperation as he explains how this union, though unconventional, could be the key to protecting his children from a future he fears. But this proposal isn't without complications. Mitchell must also navigate Sasha's own desires and past history with him, setting the stage for a decision that could either solidify their partnership or unravel it entirely. Will this audacious idea prove to be Michael's winning strategy, or is it a gamble that could backfire spectacularly? Sasha's dilemma, a sacrifice for the greater good. Sasha Corbin finds herself at a crossroads when Michael approaches her with his startling request. As the sole guardian of her daughter Daisy, born from her relationship with Michael, she has long prioritized her independence and her child's well-being. Initially, Sasha might be stunned by the proposal, grappling with the weight of what Michael is asking. Marrying him, even in name only, would mean stepping into a complex family dynamic and potentially sacrificing her own autonomy for the sake of Wiley and Amelia's safety. Yet, Sasha's history with Michael, including her past role in helping him secure custody of Wiley against the dangerous Nell Benson, could stir a sense of duty within her. To add depth to her internal conflict, imagine Sasha reflecting on late-night conversations with Daisy, wondering if agreeing to Michael's plan would provide her daughter with a larger, supportive family network, or if it risks entangling her in drama she's fought hard to escape. She might also recall the pain of her breakup with Michael years ago, a decision made partly to ensure Wiley's stability, which makes her empathetic to Michael's current plight. While Sasha understands the gravity of keeping Drew and Willow at a distance, will her loyalty and compassion outweigh her need for personal freedom, or will she draw a line to protect her own future? Negotiating terms, Sasha's conditions for marriage. If Sasha considers Michael's proposal, it's unlikely she'll agree without stipulations of her own. Recognizing the personal cost of entering into this arrangement, Sasha could demand that their marriage remain strictly platonic, a legal partnership designed solely for the court's perception rather than a true romantic reunion. She might insist on ironclad assurances that she and Daisy are financially secure and emotionally protected, perhaps requesting a formal agreement that outlines their roles and safeguards her independence. This pragmatic approach would reflect Sasha's growth as a character, showing her unwillingness to be swept into Michael's orbit without clear boundaries. Envision a tense negotiation scene at Sasha's apartment, where she lays out her terms with a quiet but firm resolve, ensuring that Daisy's upbringing remains her priority even as she steps into the role of stepmother to Wiley and Amelia. Michael, eager to secure her cooperation, might readily agree, promising to provide a stable, loving environment that benefits all three children. This compromise could forge a new kind of alliance between them, one built on mutual respect and a shared goal. But it also raises questions about how long such a facade can hold under the scrutiny of family, friends, and the legal system. Will Sasha's conditions create a sustainable arrangement, or will unspoken tensions simmer beneath the surface? The legal advantage: a stable home for the children. Should Sasha agree to marry Michael, the impact on his custody battle could be profound. A court often prioritizes stability and continuity in a child's life, and Michael's new marriage would present a united household featuring not just a dedicated father, but a caring mother figure in Sasha. With Wiley and Amelia already bonded to their half-sibling Daisy, the setup could be viewed as an ideal family unit, one that offers emotional security and a consistent routine, factors that might sway a judge against disrupting the children's current living situation. Michael would likely emphasize this in court, painting a vivid picture of a nurturing home far removed from the perceived instability of Willow and Drew's relationship. To strengthen his case further, Michael might arrange for character witnesses, such as family members like Carly Spencer or trusted friends, to testify to the loving environment he and Sasha have created. He could also highlight Drew's tumultuous past, including any lingering scandals or associations, as evidence of potential risk to the children. The courtroom drama could be a pivotal moment, with Michael and Sasha sitting side by side, projecting an image of unity while Willow watches from the opposing side, her heart breaking at the possibility of losing her kids. Does this strategic marriage give Michael the upper hand he desperately needs, or will the court see through the arrangement as a calculated ploy? The emotional fallout: Willow and Drew's counterattack. Michael's plan to marry Sasha isn't without its consequences for Willow and Drew, who are already forging ahead with their own marriage in hopes of regaining custody. Willow, as a mother, would be devastated by Michael's ultimatum and subsequent actions, feeling betrayed by the man she once shared a life with. Her determination to fight for Wiley and Amelia could intensify, perhaps driving her to uncover flaws in Michael and Sasha's arrangement, questioning whether a marriage of convenience truly serves the children's best interests. Drew, meanwhile, might channel his frustration into a more aggressive legal strategy, using his resources to challenge Michael's motives and expose any cracks in the facade. Imagine Willow tearfully confiding in a close friend like Brooklyn Quartermain, wrestling with guilt over her choice to be with Drew while fearing she's lost her children forever. Drew could be seen consulting with a private investigator to dig into Sasha's past, hoping to unearth something that undermines her credibility as a stepmother. This escalating conflict promises to tear open old wounds and ignite new rivalries, with the children caught in the middle of a storm they're too young to understand. Will Willow and Drew find a way to turn the tide, or has Michael outmaneuvered them with a move they never saw coming? The bigger picture: family, loyalty, and sacrifice in Port Charles. As this custody battle unfolds, its ripples extend beyond the immediate players, touching the broader tapestry of Port Charles. The Corinthos family, already no stranger to drama, faces further strain as loyalties are tested and alliances shift. Carly Spencer, Michael's mother, might grapple with her own mixed feelings, supporting her son's fight while sympathizing with Willow's pain as a fellow mother. Meanwhile, the Quartermain family, tied to Drew, could become embroiled in the conflict, with tensions flaring over where their allegiances lie. Even peripheral characters, like those at General Hospital who know Willow and Sasha, might find themselves drawn into the debate over what's truly best for the children. The emotional weight of this storyline lies in its exploration of sacrifice: Michel's willingness to leverage a marriage for custody, Sasha's potential compromise of her independence, and Willow's heartbreak over losing her connection to her kids. It's a stark reminder of how far parents will go to protect their children, even if it means bending the rules of love and family. Could an unexpected mediator, perhaps a wise figure like Laura Collins, step in to broker a truce before irreparable damage is done? For now, the path forward remains murky, with every decision carrying the potential to reshape the lives of Wiley, Amelia, and Daisy. What lies ahead? A custody battle for the ages. As we watch this saga unfold on General Hospital, the questions loom large. Will Michael officially propose marriage to Sasha? And if so, will she accept under her carefully outlined terms? Can this unconventional union secure Michael's custody of Wiley and Amelia, ensuring they remain shielded from Drew's influence? Or will Willow and Drew mount a comeback that dismantles his plans? And at the heart of it all, how will the children fare amidst this tug-of-war between the adults who love them? This storyline is a testament to the intricate storytelling that keeps us hooked on General Hospital, blending legal intrigue, personal sacrifice, and raw emotion into a narrative that resonates with fans. Stay tuned to ABC General Hospital Spoilers channel for the latest updates as we follow every twist and turn in Michael's fight for his family. We want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. Will Sasha say yes to Michael's proposal? Can this plan truly keep Willow and Drew at bay for good? Let's keep the conversation going as we await the next dramatic chapter in Port Charles.